Okay. Everything should be good. I think everything should be good. Let me just check this. Okay, yep, everything should be good. Awesome. I have now infected all y'all's PCs. I am inside of everyone. Everything seems to be working good. Okay, cool. And now the dangerous thing. Will everything work functionally? We've already had one big issue. Cha. And yes. The only other thing I should do is make sure the link's sent out for the stream. There we go. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's get this on. So, oh, told you there's gonna be something wrong. There we go. So this is a almost like a demaster mod for Dark Souls Remastered. I think it looks super cool to me. I played a tiny bit of it earlier, and to me, it just looks super cool. If the music's too loud or anything, please let me know. And yeah, we can get started. Let's see. Audio is crystal clear? That's awesome. Awesome to hear. Audio is my number one enemy. Let's see, what class should go with? No, let's do... You do the dex build. Everything is fine here. Cool.
ancients. The world was unformed, shrouded by fog.
No, the cutscenes will be done, so that doesn't matter. But here we go. But yeah, thank you, Johan and Mental, for showing up. Okay. I'm not playing with this as like a speed one or anything, but I will be using some speed one tactics just to get through a good chunk of the game. Mainly just good chunk of the beginning. I'm not going to focus heavily on any glitches, so probably just one major secrets break. Have it to let me whenever you stream, and I can sort of another stream website YouTube actually notifies me. Yeah, I don't like Twitch. I choose not to stream there on purpose. It is just a it is a website of all time, that's for sure. If I wanted to do this super fast, I should have grabbed Thief Black Firebomb, but having one door with this will just be fine. Did I know anything about this small prior to its release? No. I just saw it when it released, and I said, this looks super cool, and I need an excuse to play Dark Souls again. Sad. Come on. Come on. There we go. Since when's it now recent we play Dark Souls? I've just streamed it 5 times, I think. Ooh. Oh, Night Shield, nice. Hey, buddy. Goodbye. Hey, big boy. I'll only one disconnected. I hate my life. Hey, bud. If you really want to demaster, you should have gone for Prepare to Die. Prepare to Die is not a demaster though. That's just an earlier version of the game. And even then, if I want to play like the earliest version, I do have the like just normal base game on PS3. Like this is like a demaster, and like the graphics are pixelated, the colors are pixelated. I mean, the skybox, everything in the game has been recreated with pixel art. So also some of the music's been remastered. What's up, Hunter? Where am I going? I'm going up here. It has been a while since I've done the actual route. I am super rust. Oop. Didn't need to open that chest, but it'd be fine. Oop. Yeah, this is Dark Soul running on, I don't know, insert poorly windowed 3D console here. A good suicide for Zry, but it's not the best for... Because I think I'm going to go Dex, which means we're probably just going to want to get the Uchikatana. Reset AI. Okay, Valley of Drakes. Let's go. Also, let me go ahead and send it up. Nope, missed. Ultimate pixels? It's a perfect amount of pixels. I mean, like, the environment... I really like how the armor and stuff looks. It's hard to get, like, a close shot of it where the camera's focused, but I think it's super cool. And weapons have been kind of pixelated. The geometry really... Geometry doesn't seem to be pixelated, really, but the... Yeah, I found out about the mod, yeah, I love how the pixel looks. Found out about the mod because of someone who I've really like their content of, Illusory Wall, did some of the music for the mod. But Illusory Wall is one of the, like, top Dark Souls data miners. Specifically, he does, like, explanation videos on mechanics in the Souls series because when you're learning mechanics, good luck. But goodbye, bud. Hey, bud. Goodbye, number 2. Okay, cool. And now we have almost broke the game. I could try to get the best dex weapon if I wanted to. Well, best without really breaking the game. But it is a luck pull. So we're going to go ahead and rest here. if any of you guys know anything about like Dark Souls speedrunning, this is the run killer right here. Because of this guy right here. Okay, there we go, nice. And do we get it? Nope. Cool. So, yeah, Black Knight Hybrid is so the reason I never ever submitted an official run is because of this guy right here. I'll just mod it, like cheat engine the Black Knight Hybrid, and it's just it is. Getting it is just such a pull for it, and it's just not worth it. I think on average, speedrunners, like the one I learned how to speedrun the game from, Democracy, it takes him like 20 runs to get it legitimately. It's like, why? Why do a run for that much? Should I get the bow? So I have two ideas for build. One of them is either just gonna be like a dex build, or I might do actually probably be a combination of like dex, and I want to do great bows because I've never touched great bows ever. I think I've ever touched bows outside of like my first playthrough, cheesing the what's it called? Um, cheesing the dragon sword. I can't remember what it's called. Is it Drake sword? I think it's just Drake sword. Something tells me Soulsborne isn't really a series. You're supposed to be as fast as possible. To be as fast as you can. Um, I guess it depends. I mean, the game, like Soulsborne, is a game that like it helps if you're not that good at it to take your time. But if you kind of know what you're doing, you can go as fast as you want once you know enemy attacks and stuff. Like I know this dude's shooting thunderbolts and looked like he was going to lunge, but nah. And there we go. Now we have sequence broke it. Let's go. I could. I'm not gonna do Sin Skip. I feel like that's a bit too much. But I like always just taking this route to get here. Then I usually go back anyways. Essentially, we have skipped one boss and one giant enemy encounter that will no longer show up because of it. And so we go back to where that enemy encounter is supposed to be. It just won't be here. But to make it go full circle, and the biggest thing here is just unlock blacksmith early. If you're doing a run, then at this point you'll just want to do send skip and keep going. But for right now, we'll just run past everyone and then go in here. Make sure no wall clipping gets us, and we're good. And the first big brain moment of Dark Souls, in my opinion, is just this right here. I was looking the wrong way. Anyways, we're back at Firelink. Essentially, we just went down and around the map, went up all the way up there, and then took an elevator back down. for a while, you had to still fight the first two like real bosses of the game, but realistically in Souls, well, not realistically, because what had happened is that to get to the end of the game, you have to come to this area, which only opens up after the first two bosses are killed. But since the finding out of what's called a wrong rope in the game, specifically, uh, it used to be done with Pendant, and you used to be able to go to the DLC and use Pendant skip. But Pendant skip's not really used anymore because we found that you could just skip to pass the door using the Homeward spell. Basically doing like a spell, like an item spell swap, and when you do that, instead of using a spell correctly, you use a spell which teleports you off a certain degree of where the bonfire is in that area, which gets you into like the final area of the game. And when was this trick found out? This trick was found out not that long ago, actually. It was a big deal in Dark Souls speedrunning. It was after I had stopped speedrunning, though, but at that time, Artorias route wasn't, like, the fastest. Artorias route was just kind of like a fun route to speedrun. Because essentially, it was essentially just messing around. Because you gotta fight some of the best bosses in the game that way. Because main route at the time, I think, still used a form of teleportation skip. But it's not the one that we use now, which is done right where the blacksmith is. Unless they found even a quicker area to do it in. Ball. Oh, hey, bud. Oh. There we go, nice. And how's the rat boy doing? You look sick. Oh, don't poison me, please. I'm going to die to the rat. I'm dead to the rat. Sometimes you just die to the rat. Sometimes the rat just gets you. It's just part of the game. Oh, the rats. Honestly, the reason why I love doing the first sequence break so much to unlock Blacksmith Lily is not to get the Blacksmith Lily. It's to skip the little dungeon with the 3 rats in it. Because it is just such an annoying part. Yeah, so I was just gonna go through, pick up items and stuff, and pick up souls. Because, I mean, I could show off more breaking stuff, but I'm not sure. Because, like, realistically, I could get extremely overpowered right here right now. The question is, do I want to get extremely overpowered right here right now? My day has been pretty good. I'm getting ready for, like, the holidays around work and stuff, getting ready for, like, a long break, so a lot of rush at work to get stuff done, but outside of that, everything's been chilled. Anyways, I've shown before how to break this game super easily. I don't need to do it again. Wait. Bop, bop. What's up? There you go. That's how you. Trying to remember how to do like the backflips and stuff, because it's on controller it's more difficult than it is on keyboard and mouse for some reason. That's spiral, and then that's backflip. Trying to do like the joystick at the same time as the joystick at the same time as the button input is always harder to me than clicking two keyboard keys at the same time. On keyboard, it's just arrow key and, well, not arrow key, but like W and right click. What? How? Really? I'm getting bullied by Radigan. I normally do gamepad. Gamepad for me feels better. Are you kidding me? I'm just getting bullied by rap because my weapon keeps hitting the walls. I'm just going to ignore you. Cool. Glad we have a mutual understanding here. By that I mean I'm going to punch you to death. Crap. Get kicked. That wasn't kick. Oh, oh no. I need a piercing weapon. There we go. The issue is that, like, we use a sword here, you're just gonna hit the walls constantly. Especially the curved swords. They suck. Like, overall, his weapons are not bad, but for this, they kinda suck. Training sword, it doesn't help. Because they're still both, like, wide sweep attacks. If you can get, like, a good lineup, then it, maybe, but... What's up? Way too early on that. Do I go down the hole of death? Yes. Absolutely. Any new games that I am excited for? Um, I'm excited for Elden Ring DLC. Outside of Souls games, though, I'm trying to think. Is there any game I'm waiting to come out? Not that I really know of. I mean, I can't think of anything really. I could just be blanking, but I'm not sure. I was excited for Persona 5 Tactica, but it is out and I haven't played it. Because I just have... I feel like my issue is I just have a huge backlog of games to get through that it's hard for me to be excited for any games coming up. have the Game Awards come across your mind in recent days? I saw the Game Awards and I looked at the ballots and stuff. Um, the things that they chose for the Game Awards though kind of disappointed me. Like, it just seemed weird to me what was nominated. Death Pit, Death Pit, Death Pit. I mean, because like the games that were talked about, the how to get better after Elden. Yeah, the issue I have though is like a lot of games that were nominated were like I feel like games that weren't really talked about that much. Like the one that I remember here, let me pull up the let me actually pull it up. Let me actually go over here and pull up Game Awards. Because like a lot of stuff I was like it's nominated, cool, but I was like, why did this get nominated over this? Specifically, here, let me. Why is the website taking so long to load? Weird. Nominees. VR categories. Game of the year. So the games for Game of the Year are Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Wonder, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and RE4 Remake. And so, like, I think the game that's going to win is going to be Baldur's Gate 3. But there is no of those games, the only two I heard people like talk about for a substantial amount of time, and wasn't like, oh, it was talked about for like a week and then never heard of again, was Baldur's Gate 3 and Tears of the Kingdom. Spider-Man 2, I heard people talk about for a week, and then I haven't seen anyone talk about it since. Alan Wake 2, same thing. RE4 Remake, same thing. Alan Wake 2, actually, I heard people talk about it for like a day. Super Mario Wonder, same thing. I heard people talking about it for like a week. I saw some people like play on stream, whatever, for roughly about a week's time, and no one's talked about it since. The only games I've talked about that I've seen really talked about is BG3 and Tears of the Kingdom, which is weird because I have seen other games talked a crap ton about that on here. Like even if you don't see the quality's up, which I would argue the quality of Starfield is higher than some of the games on here, but like Starfield and Armored Core 6. To me, that's crazy that those weren't even nominees, because they were talked for so much longer. They had so much news coverage. There's so much publicity about them, way more than the likes of Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Wonder, and RE4 Remake. I mean, Spider-Man 2 and Alan Wake 2 also just released. I mean, didn't they just release last month? Yeah, Spider-Man 2 released October 20th of last month. It hasn't even been out for a month and it's already nominated for Game of the Year. That's absolutely insane to me. And it just does make sense. So same thing with Super Mario Wonder then. Yeah, I was like, these games did not release that long ago. And Alan Wake 2 came out October 27th. It's barely been, what, 3 weeks? Not even. It hasn't even been 3 weeks the game's been out. And it is the Game of the Year nominee. To me, that is crazy because you're still not, like... How have you digested that game enough to even, like, consider it to be, like, the top game of the year? Yeah, recency bias. Exactly. Like I I don't know. It just felt weird. It's like of all the Game of the Year games that are on here, I've only played one of them, and I was like, oh, maybe I just wasn't playing games this year. And I was like, no, I was. It's just that like half of the candidates came out within 3 weeks. It's happened last year as well. God of War was already nominated Game of the Year, not even a month after it came out. Was it? I thought God of War Ragnarok was out for a while longer. No, it wasn't. Jeez. I just felt like it was out for a while longer. That's still crazy. Yeah, it came out November 9th. I think all that does is hurt the game, because, like, to be Game of the Year, it doesn't have to be the year that the game released. That's not enough time to actually, like, digest the game. Like, I don't understand how like 3 weeks is enough time to digest the game and be like, ah, yes, this is the pinnacle of, like, this establishes what games, like, should be, stuff like that. It's like, how do you know? Yeah, 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 I don't. A lot of stuff that, like, it shows, like, whoever creates these nominees how out of touch they are with, like, the actual communities that play these titles and how big they truly are. It's like Pizza Titles everywhere. It wasn't on Best Indie, but they had Dave the Diver, which isn't a freaking indie game, but that was nominated for Best Indie. I think part of the problem is that people use indie for basically mean low budget now, which is not what it means. But it seems like that's how the term is being used right now, which is super annoying. I never really liked awards ceremonies for entertaining movies, games, music, or sort of thing. Just all seems wrong. Give me a 2024 Coffin of Andy Hinland wins the indie game of the year. I mean, it has sold so much. I think it is the best selling indie game of 2023. It's not going to be nominated, though. Uh, they wouldn't. I'll be shocked if they did. I'm surprised it wasn't a category for best remix because there were a lot of remixes this year. Yeah, I imagine the reason to do that, and talking about rig system, is because they want these companies to continue, like, working with them and stuff like that. I still need to play the game. I've seen you guys constantly post stuff about it, and it looks cool. I need to play it. Maybe if it is streamer friendly, then maybe I'll give it a shot. But talking about that, I'm pretty sure what goes on, and this is something with, like, almost every award ceremony, is that it's about appealing to the companies to continue to keep going to these things, because without the companies going to these things and without game announcements happening, who's gonna watch? What's, like, the number one reason people watch Game Awards? Maybe this is just, like, personal biasm, but everyone who I talk to watches it for, like, the reveals and stuff like that. Like, what's getting revealed here? Most people don't care about what wins the award. They'll read that in, like, a Twitter summary the next day. Yeah, look at the celebrity we invited. We have the guy who played Daryl in Walking Dead here for the 20th time. Watching for the memes. I mean, yeah, yeah. Some people trying to be the next Clinton that won't be unfunny. I imagine that I I imagine that they're going to try to take security a lot seriously around the front area because Jeff Keighley did not seem very excited when that happened. We originally tweeted about the person being arrested and put into jail and stuff. It's like, hey, that didn't happen. It's probably what you wanted to happen, but it didn't happen. Just escorted off the property. But it's just that's wild to me. Here, let me just share my actual desktop so we can like look at this. Some of these are just whoa, what the heck are you doing? Why does it do that? I hate this. It's like, oh yeah, I want to show a random window. Thanks, I didn't tell you to do that. Where is desktop? No, that just shows the actual desktop. Okay, let me just add a source for desktop then. Where is this desktop capture? Screen capture. Okay. Okay. Let me do this. Lightning won't strike twice, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think it will. Trans transform center to screen. Oh, not center. Uh-oh. Transform hit screen. There we go, and then drag that to the bottom. Look. Oh, actually drag it above. Oh, not above that. Above that. There we go. There we go. So now I can do this. But yeah, so like game of the year. The only one of these I played is Tears of the Kingdom, which I thought Tears was a great game. It's but it's still not what I would vote for game of the year because it was a great game, but it didn't like the issue of like almost all these besides two of them. I'd say is that well, I guess I can't talk about AW2 because I haven't even seen much about it. But for let's say just let's capture like these three right here. Super Mario Wonder I think it's a fine game. I don't think it's I don't think it's a game of the year candidate. But Tears of the Kingdom built upon what was in Breath of the Wild. It's not super innovative, and Nintendo tried to like copyright physics, which is amazing to me. But we get a patent on things, not copyright it. But it's just like it does some cool stuff, but it's not like you know, it's not the like Tears of the Kingdom from what I've seen, and would actually like to look at sales to see if Tears of the Kingdom even got close to the sales of Breath of the Wild, because there isn't like a what is like the big new thing. It's Breath of the Wild, but more. Okay, Resident Evil 4, but it has higher fidelity. It's Marvel Spider-Man for PS4, but more. That's my issue with like a lot of these. Is that it's just game but more. Like it's not adding anything, or it's not like a yeah. I saw Sonic Superstars for multiplayer. I laughed. Is it all just more the same? What defines a good sequel to you? A good sequel should build off of what something is. It should build like imagine a franchise as like a foundation. Uh, so it's like paving the foundation for what you can do, and so ideally, like a better sequel should then build off of that, like build upwards, not outwards. Because if you're spreading the foundation, then what's really the point? Like you're just spreading what it can be. It's not really building it up. And so, like, a lot of these seem like things that they wanted in the first game that they couldn't have realized. And it really matters when your game isn't super narratively driven. You know, you can have a game with like a lot of the same mechanics if it has like a different setting or a different like a different like major story that like you're playing this game for the story, because then like that is how you're building it up. You know, something like if it's just the same game but new abilities, then I don't see that as like a I see it as like, okay, that's fine, but what separates, I guess the best way to define it is what big difference does this make that deserves it as its own game and not just a DLC? Tears of the Kingdom, I actually like. If you know Tears of the Kingdom's development, it kind of answers it itself. Tears of the Kingdom was originally a DLC that then just got out of scope because Nintendo, specifically the Zelda team, has historical bad scope issues where they can't focus on just getting one thing done and they spend time doing one thing and then the next thing and then the next thing, and oh wow, now we have to charge full price for this. You know? It's like, when does it end? If you know anything about software development, it's kind of the thing of like, oh, like an like a waterfall. It's like, when does it actually end? If you keep trying to like dump everything at once before you actually push it, versus, you know, developing the thing that you set out to do, and then you can go back and develop a second thing, and then the third thing. But a lot of these, I feel like, some of the problems, like, they just seem like the same game. What makes this a like, what separates this from being a DLC? And then, I'm trying to remember all the categories now. Best game art direction. Innovation in game direction and design. Not you, not you, not you, not you. You have some cool, like, special effects. Like, that's what we're continuing with here. It's like, and read it again. Innovation. I was saying creative vision and innovation. Maybe Super Mario Wonder, it does. I hate this little, like, the little hot thing that YouTube has now. I mean, with Mario Wonder, it does do different from other 2D Mario games. Cool. Is that creative vision or innovation, though? I mean, if you're competing with yourself, then every sequel can be the best thing ever if you just keep one-upping yourself. I understand what you're saying, but I don't think that's like, yeah, it's better than like, oh, it's a really good-looking Mario game. But does it really excel into anything? Is it anything creative? It's like, when it comes to like art direction, like, it's not really creative. When it's a good game, it's hardly mind blowing. Yeah, it's like, this is for creative, like, for game direction, for creative vision and innovation, and direction and design. This is just fucking Dungeons and Dragons. We had this solved back in the 90s. So have things gotten to the point that anything passable is now seen as groundbreaking? Yes. We have legitimately got to that. For Mario, yes, but compared to other games on the list, I understand your point. Well, I'm not even saying like Mario compared to the other games. Out of all these games, I would give my vote to Mario. Because it goes back to what I just said, game direction design. those multiple worlds, Final Fantasy V did that. Like heck, Final Fantasy IV did that. Wow, there's an underground world and stuff like that. Like innovation in game direction design. You have the linear scaling and stuff like that. That was something that RPGs have been doing for such a long time. The never-ending state of cynical, comfortable mediocrity will do media as we know it. Western media, yes. I mean, if you look at some of like the best, most innovative stuff is coming from Eastern companies, specifically like Korea right now. Korea, and not specifically games, but in like movies and TV shows, are producing a lot more innovative stuff than the West, and it's because the West isn't trying to innovate. They think they've solved it. They think they have this, specifically like American developers think that they have it solved, where like they can kind of have this one product and keep pushing it. And so the only thing that's ever going to challenge that, Eastern companies know this shit. Sorry, West they've fallen off for a long time. I wouldn't even say that. I'll say like because like if you look at games that were made, if you look at some of the best games that were made early on, it was Eastern companies. And then you look at like Xbox, like the Xbox 360 and PS3 range, some of the best games there were made by Western companies. The issue is that, and like what was happening in between those 2 points is that when it comes to a point where they find they have a pattern, they will not innovate. Once they think they have something that sells, so it relies on competition to try to make something that's way more innovative to then break through the mold of like what is now the pattern that they're going to sell. So it's kind of just like this tug of war back and forth because both sides just get super complacent as soon as they have like a market dominance. These games are improving because there's actually market demand for it. Exactly. There's market demands for new innovation games, and the Western companies are not supplying it. Like, I don't want this to be like everything that comes out of you know Western companies is bad. That's not true. What I am saying though is that in this moment, there's too much complacency with Western companies because they've had dominance for such a long time. And this you can see this with like a lot of like PS2 games almost. Where like why did Western companies break out? Well, you had like the Halos of the world that was breaking ground. Yeah, see what you're getting. The pattern is all too common in the media we have over here, and is why I mostly avoid the media out of the fear of being bland since they know that effort doesn't matter. That's exactly it. It's a point where it's like effort doesn't matter, so we can just kind of like soullessly make it kind of factory style and print it out. Best narrative. I mean, all I'm saying, I can call it right here. I'm calling it right here. If BGS 3 does not win best narrative, it's getting game of the year. I can definitely see them handing BG3 off to something else. God, I bet you I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna do like a situation with God of War and Elden Ring, where they hand off one that's like it definitely does deserve it. So they're gonna hand off best narrative to like Spider-Man 2, and then because they don't want to give this, they really haven't seemed to like want to give uh award like other awards to like the actual game if it wins game of the year. Best art direction. I mean, creative or technical achievement. This I would say is like a better lineup. Again, I can't speak on AW2, haven't played it. But if it's like AW1, then like the art direction in AW1 I thought was great. Have I watched in best art direction? What a joke. Yeah, it feels weird with it being in best art direction. Like Diet No More Heroes, I guess. If anything, like I don't think it was even up for it. Um, I could understand. Yeah, it is up for it. But I could understand. It was not even score and music, but the way that music is used in Hyperwatch, I'll say, okay, that's kind of cool. The music goes as you go. It's not innovative. People would seem so shocked about it. It's something that games have done before. But it was like one of the things that's like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool, I guess. How did you define best art direction in the first place? That's a hard one. It looks like the art direction of an American developer trying to be Eastern. Was amazed that it was actually Eastern. For me, it looks to me kind of like some of those early 360 games that try to do like a comic book style. That's what it looks like to me. Like the game looks like it's a 360 game. Like what's that game called? It's called I don't remember what it's called. Killer is Dead. Like not as dark, but the art style kind of reminds me. Like Killer is Dead has like a. I think it was trying to go to like kind of but kind of like the like way over shaded type stuff. Looks like just a video. No, I would not say that. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say it's cell thing. Yeah, it looks like super. It looks to me like one of those like 360 like comic book style games. I don't know. Best audio design. I RA4 best audio design. I and then best performance. I mean, I didn't play any of these games. I'll get to FF16 soon. I'm almost done with FF7. But like, I don't know. None of these seem like I don't know. I didn't hear about any like outstanding character. Innovation and accessibility. Diablo 4. I don't know anything innovation and accessibility. I know Hi-Fi Rush or Diablo 4 did. Yuri what's low with Lowenthal. Should have put Christmas Monk. That wasn't in a game. That was in a movie. I I can see that, or I can see probably the person who does Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Because I don't know. Again, personal biasm, but this is the only person I think I recognize. Yeah, it's Moth and Effie and a lot of others. You get around. Hmm. I have no clue about his talents as a voice actor. I don't know him, so I The only thing I know about like English voice acting right now is the Yakuza stuff, which is super super silly to me. It's so bad. It just sounds like a dude talking. Like if have yourself like whatever you do, just have yourself a tweet at some point. Just go listen to the English voice actors that was a patch from the Yakuza games. It is so so funny because it's just someone talking. There is no voice acting. Where is the acting? It is just voice. It's crazy to me. It's like it's just crazy to me. And it was just games for impact. I don't know a single one of these at all. I hear that this game looks fucking ugly. Holy shit, this looks like really bad rip off like bootleg Disney movie assets here. What's the impact? For thought provoking games with a pro social meaning or message. Uh, this means nothing. Pro social meaning. So you can't be impactful if you're antisocial. If you have like a really impactful game talking about, uh, someone who's antisocial, something like that, and like having to deal with like their inner demons, stuff like that, that can't be impactful because, that's antisocial meaning. Boy, boy, high school angst is a profound statement, apparently. Yeah, I don't know. Then best ongoing. Okay. I mean, all these make sense why they're here. I don't play Apex or Fortnite, but I understand that like they're all highly played. Instant wins. It gives us character hype. Yeah, can you see any others winning? Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like this is actually fair. I feel like FFF's going to squeak it out. I play FFF in Genshin, and I played like base game Cyberpunk. Like, yeah, cool, like combat update and stuff. That was cool, and like it was actually like it wasn't just dropped. It was actually like given updates and stuff, which that's great. I don't play Apex or Fortnite, so I can't really speak. But you always hear about stuff being added to Fortnite. Apex, I know that it had a great esports team. About it. I play Genshin for like 5 days at a time, once a year. I'll like for 5 days grind out the newest like chapter in it, and then just abandon it. Best community support. Yeah, this shouldn't be here. No Man's Sky, I don't feel like should. Is No Man's Sky still like. This is for community support. Transparency and responsiveness. Yeah, what a joke. Inclusive of social media activity and game Game updates and patches. They should replace with Halo Infinite? No! Yeah, they should have replaced FF14 with Halo Infinite. Have two like the most broad support things ever on here. Like, if you want games with no support, here we go. That's insane. Then No Man's Sky is all. I don't know anything about No Man's Sky. I can understand these two. I also don't know about community support from BG3. Halo community living in life supports. Trust me, I know. I'm hoping if Infinite gets better. I'm hoping. Halo Infinite, from what I heard, is better now, even though it's 2 years late. No, it's not. People just lying to you. Trust, I play it's not better. It's only better because the servers have less stress because no one's playing it. Me and Linus Tech Tips, the two people out here playing Halo Infinite right now. No Man's Sky is pretty much held on by its community, to be honest. Yeah, but this isn't like which game has the best community. It's a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches. This is like a game. This is supposed to be like support for it, not like the game being held up by the community. Because if it was that, then Starfield would win. 100%, not even close. Fallout New Vegas would be on here every single year. It's not ongoing? No, ongoing is for development. So this is for like DLCs and stuff, or expansions, or new content. I don't think Starfield got a single nomination at all. No, this is supposed to be for like stuff like expansions, new content, stuff like that. Yeah, the names are dumb. And best community support is supposed to be for like customer support. It really should just be best customer support because that's what it is. Because like as soon as you read the bottom header, transparency, responsiveness, social media activity, updates and patches. I mean, probably FF14. That's an independent game. This is not an indie game. I don't know who's lied to you, or who is spreading this misinformation. This is not an indie company. The company that made it even said it is a stretch at like it is a stretch in the best case scenario to call this indie. Literally a next in game. Yeah, it's a like if a small company gets bought by a big company, is that small company still indie? People don't understand what indie means. Indie means independently published. What the hell is indie versus independent? Indie is just short for independent. What it originally meant, because I mean, the term indie comes from. Guess Microsoft still indie? No, Microsoft. But like, I mean, the term indie is like in games it makes no sense because you're published by a company. Yeah, Minecraft. Yeah, it's one of the things that always makes me mad. People always call Minecraft the indie game. Like, it's not. It's an indie game back in beta. Whenever you have a company behind you, it is no longer indie. Is Cuphead considered indie now? I don't know. Like, and I understand because like it's a term that doesn't translate very well over to games because it's tone that comes from music, like an independently released album. That's where that's where it comes from. It comes from like older arts. And so when people try to like compare it to like games and stuff like that, it's like small team doesn't mean indie because indie means independent. If you're a small like having a like having a small team is kind of like what it means for like indie nowadays for like games, I guess. But it's like if an artist claimed to be like an indie artist and like yeah, I'm independent. I publish my own things. I just publish it through this one small company. Like it's just something that's like you can just be a small team. What's a quirky Earthbound inspired RPG about depression? Which one? Which one? Best debut indie game. Yeah. The term they use now is independent studio. So any studio that doesn't rely on other studios to make games is indie now. Nintendo, if they make a game in-house independently, is indie. I imagine Pizza Tower will win. I don't know any of these. And going back to this page, the only game I've even heard about is Sea of Stars, and I've been told like mixed reviews on it. Like it looks great, but it apparently doesn't play that great. Best mobile game. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Let's go. Butters would be so happy. I mean, didn't know it existed. Knew it existed because of a meme. I don't even know what the hell this is. It most likely it's gonna be Star Whale, but I would be so happy if Hello Kitty Island Adventure won. Never touched it. I just needed to win. I didn't vote for it. I didn't vote for any of these things, but if there was one I want to win, it would be Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Oh, and then best VR AR. I just Star Whale is the next Raid Shadow Legends of YouTube sponsors. No, no. I wouldn't say that at all. I don't think we've seen another like Star Wars has cute girls on like Raid. Yeah, you can tell that the artists actually have souls in them. But not even that. Not even talking about the quality. Yeah, I'm not even talking about the quality, but like let's talk about widespread. I have not, and maybe again, like I used to see people sponsored by Raid all the time. I still see people sponsored by Raid. But like Raid was so widespread. I've not seen a single YouTuber sponsored by Star Whale. I'm not saying that they don't exist, but like I haven't seen it at all. If anything, like the next crappy mobile game that I'm seeing getting put everywhere is like that one Dragon City thing I think it's called. I see get put places. I'm like I see that, but I don't see anything else. Then Beck's action game. I mean, Remnant. I haven't played Remnant 2. Remnant 1 was good. And if Remnant 2 is as good or better than Remnant 1, then I would say it could be close, but AC6 is just awesome. Like, I'm glad Remnant 2 got nominated. Well, I'm glad that Gunfire got nominated for something. I don't remember if Remnant 1 got nominated for anything. I've been told good things about Remnant 2, but I haven't played myself, so I can't really say. But, like, it's just. This category is not fair, which is my point on why this should be in the Game of the Year category. It trumps everything else. Best Action Adventure. Because, we have Best Action, but all these games are just action adventure. They're not just action. They couldn't make it own an action. Why isn't there just a Best Adventure category? I don't know. Yeah. So redundant? It is. Why is there a Best Action than Best Action Adventure? I don't know. I'd say Tears. Like, I'm just going to remove this and just say, like, oh, Best Adventure Game. Literally just the same map for the first game. And then I haven't played the other thing, but this is just a remake of RE4. And, I mean, RE4 is a great game, don't get me wrong. It was a great GameCube game. I'm going with Tears. I haven't played the remake, but, like, from what I understand, it's not like an FF7 remake. Yeah, remakes are always so weird to me on, like, Game of the Year type stuff. Like, it's just, like, wow, you're giving a award for doing what's essentially minimum effort for putting out a product for the year. I know it's not minimum effort, but, like, compared to making, like, something new is pretty low. Best RPG. I mean, oh, yeah, Starfield was in Best RPG. It's, it's, like, it's an RPG, sure, but, like, it's not like a open world category. It should be an action adventure, because, like, adventure is the closest thing to open world, I guess. Even then, the open world's not good. It's not there. Would you like any significant way should the TDYD remake get a nomination for anything? I think there should be like I think there should like be a specific category for like remakes. Unless it's something where it's like a reimagining of something like FF7. I think like it should be in its own like it should be in its own thing. That's how I see it. I don't Matt. Well, TY I I don't think well, depends on what's coming out next year. I'll have to look. But I have to look see what's coming out next year, like what's slated to come out. Because TUID remake might make it to Game of the Year if there's nothing like big coming out. It's like the big games that were supposed to come out for a while came out this year. I'm not tracking anything else. Anyways, Baldur's Gate 3 will probably win. If it loses that one, it will win Game of the Year. Best fighting game. I don't know what the heck you are. Once you, I wasn't this just. Didn't also like Nickelodeon also Ball come out 2 years ago? Why is it only a second game? I don't know what you are. And when it came down when I was looking at this earlier, I was like, don't know what you are, don't know what you are. I have seen no talk really about you. It's like MK1 or SF6. I heard people complain about SF6. I've heard people like MK1. I don't know. Best family. Huh? Mario Wonder's gonna win this category, but best sim strategy. Is City Skylines 2 even out? Aren't they just like in beta or something? Oh no, it's released. It's been released for like barely over 2 weeks. I thought it was just in beta or something. Oh, it's out. Yeah. Come on, Pikmin 4 should win. I can't tell you anything about Pikmin. I still haven't played it. Did Effie Engage? I haven't played Engage. Best sports slash racing game. I mean, actual hot garbage. It's I I don't know. And then best multiplayer. Sponsored by Discord. Where is Discord getting this money to sponsor the Game Awards? Final Engage on the list, despite the fact the majority of those who didn't hate it were immediately apathetic to it. Buddy. Good lord. I only know this. It's like the streamer game people played a couple times, like once or twice. I imagine, again, this is just legitimately Dungeons and Dragons. It will win. Best adaptation. I imagine that Last of Us TV show is probably gonna win this. Just like the sheer amount of like hype and people talking about it. I love that old Mario movie. I can't decide. This trash needs to get out of here. And I know nothing about the Cringe movie. I thought it was silly. I thought like I saw the plot for it and it was silly. Yeah, the Castlevanias, and I didn't even know that there was a Tristan Mill adaptation. And most anticipated game. I I think it goes into like esports stuff. And then content creator of the year. I don't I don't know fucking for these people. I don't know four of these and one and like no Silk Song? Silk Song's not coming out. Hades 2 is a lie. Hades 2 is gonna be the next Silk Song. This is never gonna come out. The VTuber better win? I like I know this person's name. I don't watch their stuff. But I don't know like I should actually probably say I don't know any of these people. Best esports game. Yeah, PUBG Mobile. The best esports game. I mean, Dota 2. Yeah, the esports game that definitely is still alive. CS2. Does CS2 have esports in it? Because I know CS esports was dead. I mean, Dota been dead. I don't know if CS2 has an esports scene. I want to say I probably doubt it. My CS2 Hero just came out. CS2 esports. Let's see. Does it exist? It didn't just come out. It's been out since September. There it is. Thanks, Cloudflare. That's just streaming numbers. I don't care about that. It seems like they do actually have Counter-Strike Pros on Hybrid CS2 launch. What do you mean? There won't any Counter-Strike Pros anymore. They're all retired. Oh yeah, so yeah, they all actual ship, just tournaments going on. So yeah, it does have an esports team. All these are ongoing. CSGO. You can still go back to CSGO. You just go into settings on the game. You can roll it back. The way that they rolled it out was dumb, but it is what it is. And Dota 2, I mean, it's dead. It's probably gonna be Valorant that wins. I fucking hate Riot though. I wish the company would just burn to the ground. And then I don't know. I have heard of Faker, I guess. And then I don't know. I don't know any of these people. Dude needs to shave his neck beard though. That's all I'm gonna say. It's the only thing I could look at in that photo. No Smash players, so that's a win, I guess. I mean, who would you have here? Just Mango and Armada? I guess you can have H-Box, but fucking no one wants H-Box to win anything. The Smash community doesn't even want H-Box to win anything. I don't even know if Armada still plays. But yeah, what? Fucking... you'd have Mango. Well, I guess, yeah, I don't know Ultimate players, but I don't have an interest in wanting to know Ultimate players either. I don't even have much of an interest in, like, I kind of know some melee heads. That's about it. The best esports team. Never heard of you in my life. Never heard of you in my life. I've heard of Vitality. Never heard of you in my life. I've heard of fanatic. I only know like Halo esports really. Esports coach. How do you I don't get why are these even categories? I don't get the content creator, the esports thing. I can kind of get some of the esports things, I guess. Like, I can get like the team and like the event, but like best esports player. I'm just like, oh, I fucking. I'm gonna say this is just really telling. It's just that like I don't know what Blast TV PS Major is, but you can see a lot of people here. You can see in Evo, there's a lot of people. But if you look at like Dota, this room looks empty. That just looks empty. I don't see anyone. It looks like a hallway. That looks like where like chairs should be. You can see like a cup. You can see a face there. And it's crazy that for the League of Legends World Championship, they have a picture of the table. Of like the caster table. Who cares about that? And that's the last category. Jury? What's jury? Oh, these are where the things come from? This makes so much sense now. Maybe content creator of the year, they should, you should have more categories? No, I don't think so. There's only like they don't need that. There's only other publications that have more of an impact than you do. Yeah, because your vote really doesn't matter. It's been proven several times. Like, okay, it just makes some of these things make sense to them. Makes to me. Like some of these, I kind of get. And then you get to like L.A. Times. Who is at L.A. Times? Like, do they have a video game department? And fuck polygons here. Why are I? Dude, I've never heard of most of these things. Does NPR have a video game department? Why do they have a vote in this whatsoever? The National Public Radio, yeah, yeah. Do you have a newspaper, a webpage, or on the or on the radio? Congratulations, you matter more than anyone else voting. Like you're I mean, that shit just looks like a political paper. I hold on a second, what is this? Do you literally exist as more of a single person? It's just a daily newspaper. Why are they here? The Montreal News, the Montreal Times is on here. Accessibility. What does this mean? What? I don't even know what this means. Accessibility. Is this like specific people that they have voting for like the accessibility stuff? Maybe, but like, what do they have under esports? I've never heard of any of you. I've I've heard of you for all the wrong reasons. Get out of here. And same with you. Both you get out of here. I haven't heard of any of you guys, but maybe that's a good thing. But I'll trust the Brazil esports source, I guess. That's crazy. 100 leading media and influencer outlets across the globe. Leading media outlet, NPR. Famously leading media outlet. LA Times famously knows their stuff about, being a critic about something. News is not equal to being a critic. People think journalists just write stuff. Like, what? You're a journalist? It means you can write anything, right? Like, you're a journalist. You can be a reviewer. You can write screenplays. I mean, you're a journalist. Like, no. Jeff Christopher? I never heard this person in my life. This looks like it came off SoundCloud. I'd say copy that. Huh? 75 episodes. That's all it takes. He's just a YouTuber for fucking podcasts. Podcasters have more influence now. Every white dude in the 30s has more influence. Every, like, white Californian man in his 30s immediately. Famous industry leader Jeff Gertzman. He has his own website. It's not even his own website. It's some other website. I bet you this is automatically generated. I bet you. I bet you. That, like, look at that profile picture. Dude, yeah, you can listen to it on Apple Podcasts. This just looks like worse SoundCloud. So I was super close. Simplecast. What the hell are you? Oh, this webpage looks terrible, but okay. This really does like bootleg SoundCloud. Who thought this was a good idea? This looks terrible. Also, it bothers me how the images are just floating above the text slightly. No, I would not respect that website. I no, nothing will make me. Even if it was made over a weekend, I've made websites that function that have things lined up evenly in a day. Ain't no way. That's just crazy. We have SoundCloud at home. So in the end, BG3 wins, and that's the only thing we're gonna get out of this boring event. Okay, thanks, bye. And that's what it kind of looks like. I mean, maybe something else. I no, it's not even like things can change. Like, I- honestly, I will not be surprised, but I will just be very disappointed if Spider-Man 2 wins. Can I fix the sequence break? There we go, nice. Yeah, we took a long departure. How long was that? Like an almost like an hour long departure just to talk about how it's bad. I guess, yeah, let's go ahead and get a bonfire here. So, you know, I want to do some silly stuff now. I'm playing modded Dark Souls anyways. Let's do some silly stuff. First of all, I want to get a better weapon. Where did that one hollow go? Uh, Okay. One of the dudes just disappeared, but that's fine. Hey, bud. Do I have a... What? Do I have a bread box? No. Hey, spear. That could... You stay there. Cool, let's do some fun. Do I have the stuff to do some fun? Yes. Okay, so... Let's try to do this. We need this. Let's change order. This with this. Okay, then. Almost. Almost. Okay, so yes. Uh... Okay. It's hard because you can't see. You have to, like, flick. Come on. Okay, so there we go. We have it lined up, but... I can't read it. There we go. Did I pull it off? There we go. And normal and without the mod, you can see transparency, so the menus are all low transparent, so you can see behind them. And this you cannot at all. But it's a little silly. Yo, we got the Minecraft chest over here. And then you can just buy whatever you want.
Throw me a bone, will you? You haven't got much time anyway. Right, Julia? You've gone mad, have you? Oh, you lousy rat. Julia! Julia! Tiny.
Cool, and cool. There we go. There we go, katana. This would be a worst game category. Oh, they never would. It would be so funny, but they never would. Let's see, anything else? I guess, like, hey, that works perfectly. Cool. Now we just got big health bar. Easy game. I don't know why people say it's hard. It was legitimately just easiest game I've ever played in my life. Okay, cool. What are you taking out? It's easy. Game was always easy. Oh. Goodbye. Bop. BKS though. We could, but probably just better just to do Dex. Not better because of skill, that's just because I almost always go strength. And there we go. Nice. Let's go. Let's go give Havel a visit, I guess. While I'm here. I want to see low poly Havel. What's up, Havel? Hey, still hit hard. Okay. Backstab. Disrespect on you. Yo, he did not like the disrespect. Remember Google Stadia? I mean, it hasn't been that long. I don't have the memory of Goldfish. I have a +1 weapon is not the smartest idea I've ever had. But it's doable. I'm hoping for bleed. Hey, bud. former friend, as soon as they mention Stadia, just like immediately like, I don't know you anymore. Yeah, people constantly try to tell me on like cloud gaming, like no, it's terrible. If you play any game that requires precision at all, it is the worst thing possible. And people act like it's a godsend. It's like, okay, cool. You forgot how to NPC. No, I don't think streaming would ever become like the king of gaming or anything like that. Actually, no. There is one reality, and that's reality in which the scam where internet companies uh lied to the government about installing fiber optic cables throughout the entire country. It's the reality where that didn't happen. If you don't know about that, look up what happened with fiber optics in the United States. It's really silly and kind of sad. Companies just straight up lied to the US government about installing fiber optic cables, and the government paid so much money to have it done, and the companies just never did it. Oh, even it's like a slight pixelation on the fog wall. That particle effect, though. Yeah, those YouTubers should try to do that. Like, streaming services is like the best way to do games, because like, oh, I pay $60 a month and I get access to like so many games. Like, cool. What happens for a game that's off the platform? And even then, like, the games that I would want to play are like, yeah, I want to play a platform game with latency of a motherfucker. Hey, bud. Preservation, preservation, a non-option. Yeah. Why would you need to preserve things? It's not like things are going to disappear. It's so annoying to me. Hey, Shako. I like How do you like Dark Souls, but on my T85 calculator? I need to play Strikers. No, I'll take your ass on. I don't care. Goes hard? It looks like it goes hard. I can't die. My health bar's too chunky. Fly away, you little bitch. Yeah. Have I been soul duping? Yeah. We went on like a 1 hour rant about the Game Awards, and then I soul duped. So that is how my evening has been. Let's see. We do a little soul duping. Oh yeah, we found the legendary Ghostman. I have strikers. Maybe I could stream strikers. What am I doing? Oh, I'm clicking the wrong button. That's what it is. I'm putting my shield up instead of parrying. Like, why am I not parrying? What's going on here? I could probably stream strikers because I could just hook up my PS4. Maybe I'll do that. Just have to see. Did I watch a FNAF movie? Yeah. The FNAF movie, I think, was everything that I wanted it to be, which was perfectly bad, but in the best ways possible. Got me. What's up? That movie is the movie of all time? Yeah. It's really just better than the Slenderman movie. The Slenderman movie came out? I didn't even know that thing like existed. I guess I should probably just Oh, I didn't grab fireballs. Okay. Let me do this instead then. I could fight you, but I don't want to. I really don't want to. I should just be able to... I love this game. It came out like 2018 so bad that anything really made me mad of how bad it was. Uh, I just agree with mental of all of you. Just it was just the movie of all time. Oh, where'd you come from? I just liked the scene where the one lady got bit in half. Thought that was really funny. Yeah, you almost beat the game. It just skipped out on two really good fights, and then Priscilla. Oh, the dude really chased me. That's what happened here. Yeah. I mean, you also missed earlier, we did sequence break as well, because sequence breaking is just funny. Goodbye. Do you think it's sad to see a lot of Netflix shows can cancel after season 1? I don't think it's sad. To be sad, I'd have to kill, not, please. I have to care about the shows to begin with. I just don't care for anything Netflix typically does anyways, so it doesn't change a lot for me. Oh, hey, bud. I'm still trying to watch Breaking Bad. That's like the show I'm trying to get through. And it's not because like, oh, it's not like I'm having a hard time watching it or anything. It's just like I'm having a hard time finding the time to watch it. Get your OJ out of your hand. Should we watch something that isn't anime? Is something wrong with you? Yes. Yeah, I saw what Aaron said about the game that we could play together. It looks interesting. I mean, I'm not sure if it'll be a game that I would be interested in, though. I have to look more into it. Have you watched Better Call Saul? No, I would not watch the prequel to a show that I haven't watched yet. Something's wrong with me too? Yeah, it's called autism. Speaking of anime, I taught my teacher how to pirate. I mean, one of the easiest things in the world to do. It's crazy that people just don't know how. It's like how do you live through life like this? Yeah, your acoustic. I don't have the souls to upgrade this.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
What did they do to his voice? Oh, that's terrible. It's funny terrible. I think I'll be Gargoyles and Polycolor stream. Shout out to how I killed Andre and he almost. I'm trying to do this one because the keyboard controls suck. I say this, souls on keyboard and mouse just is awful. It is horrendous what they do. How did I not get the parry? You know what? Screw it. Well, I got the parry, I just didn't get it with the post. The blue. Well, that was a nice, actually, group kill. Same with that one. And boop. Top it off. Hey, bud. I guess I should get not. Yeah, let's get this guy out. Wait. Okay, you kind of did. Got blue Tearstone, which isn't what I want currently. Come here. Come here. There we go. No, it's Iron Pineapple. Look what they did to him. Look what they did to him. They turned his face into pixels. Oh no. No. Probably humanity just for the full health restore. Blue Tear Swing is actually worst swing of all time. It's not the worst swing of all time. Oh, did I even get the key for this place? I did. Nice. Okay. It's not the worst. I don't think it's the worst ring. What's the worst ring? Oh yeah. Oh, the Calamity ring. Actually, just the worst. They crunched his audio. They made his audio go crunchy. Calamity ring is funny. It would be funny if you could get it earlier. It's not funny because it's at the button of the game. So that's gonna probably be Mandy for health. Social security reveal when? I love the skybox. To get my social security, I need your secret passcode. It's the numbers on your mom's credit card. It's the secret passcode to get it. So if you can give those to me, I'll gladly trade you that information. Did you get played only DS3? I'm doing? I think so. Let me check. Let's see. DSC. I think you can get it. It is, yeah, it's right at the Path of Dragons. So about halfway through the game you can get it. Okay, let's go. Hey, bud. What's up? I still haven't got bleed off once. I love the gank. Let's go. Oh, I'm in gank hell. I'm in gank hell. I just need to kill this guy off and I got it. 102 damage. How are you still alive? I hate how the AI just look at just die. Cool, there we go. Okay, cool. Got the halberd. I am dead. Actually, I might not be dead. Nah, I'm not ballsy enough to pull it off. For a split second, I had the thought process of proper humanity while he's breathing fire. You know what? Come on, come on, come on. Pop it. Let's go! Just use the orange soapstone, I know, right? uh, Humanity should really be in my... I don't know why I don't have them mapped. This playthrough is already so cursed. I have Essus Flask and Alluring Scrolls mapped in my hotbar. It's such a goofy fight. Oh, that was... That was perfect. That's all I wanted it to be. That is all I wanted from that. Why do I have 3 humanity? You can hardly see humanity. You say Monsters was the best Mario game? No. I don't even need to think about that. No, it's not. What I have 3 humanity? I don't know. I somehow got soft humanities, I guess. Yeah, well. See you later. I guess I could homo bomb out. I understand what everyone's thinking, but I got like 12k souls, I got 3 humanities, but I think you miss a point. It's funny. You think it's the best B1 game, but not the best Mario game? It's probably the best game to learn speedrunning. I wouldn't say it's the best B1 game. Yeah. Okay. I think I will call it there. It's like a about 2.5 hour stream. Thank you everyone for stopping by. This has been me, myself, and I as I die, as my soul fades away from me. Yeah, new model, which I guess I could show off like the whole new model, because I think if I do this with this, it kind of shows it off. You can kind of see snippets. Yeah. I forget what things. Oh yeah, there you go. Now I'm just tiny. I never announced the canonical height of what I can't think. You guys don't know my canonical height. Those shows are really better than Disco ever was. I loved yeah, I can actually just like go here and then go. Oop. Oh, I did the wrong thing. There you go. If I go to my own Twitter, let me actually break this off here. I can actually show off like the model in case some people haven't seen it. But yeah, I really like the full model. Yeah, the shorts are a lot better. But yeah, well, that will be it for me. I hope everyone enjoyed. Not sure if I'm gonna keep playing Dark Souls. I just did it for my first stream back. A little thematic for me. Maybe I will do Persona 5 Strikers. Wouldn't be too hard to set up. Something I can do over the weekend. Am I gay? Yes, I am a faggot. Anyways, I hope everyone has a wonderful afternoon, night, whatever it is. I don't have a sense of time. I'll see everyone on the flip side.